yes, it's safe, but you know, it's mixed. The shortest answer I can give is use it if you have no vital information on your phone about yourself or about your money. It's me, Game Jacker. And today we're gonna find out if Lucky Patcher is safe to use or is it malware. And these things are always extremely difficult to answer with any game cheating tool, which is why I made a poll in my communities tab. The opinion that Lucky Patcher is safe seems to win at the moment with 41%. Of course, I'm gonna give my opinion on this subject as well. It's gonna be pretty in-depth, but what interests me most is what you guys are thinking. You guys have used Lucky Patcher, a lot of you have. So please let me know down in the comments below if you think that Lucky Patcher is safe, and if you have any evidence that it is safe or isn't safe that I failed to mention in this video, please leave it down below. This is a community effort, and while you're down there commenting, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for weekly game jacking content. So with the collective opinion in mind, let me give you my evaluation on Lucky Patcher. So I have been using the tool for at least 7 years at this point, and I have never had any problems with malware or annoying ads and so on. The tool works as advertised. It patches apps, it removes ads, it enables custom patches. It does what it does, and it's the best at what it does. And until I started researching this video, I didn't see any problems whatsoever with it. Although I only ever used it on emulators, has to be said, I never used it on an actual phone that I really much care about. So when it comes to the safety of game cheating apps, there's like a tier list that I have. So there's the most safe of them. They're like open source, they're a community effort, such as like Game Guardian. I would also bundle Cheat Engine in with that. That's the kind of software that I don't mind running on any system, even though in the case of Cheat Engine, for example, there are some false positives with certain antiviruses where it's just like, you know, I know why they happen. It's because they try to monetize their software, they try to make money, change your search engine around, whatever. But I know that the software behind it is used by millions and millions of people that know their way around software, and that they don't have any concerns with it. And then there's of course also software that I 100% know that it's safe, such as for example HackerBot APK, because I programmed it. That's actually the only app I ever installed on a phone that I actually cared about for testing purposes. So that's like the S tier of safety in game cheating apps. Would you install it on a phone that you use to log into your bank account and payment accounts? So the only app that I have in that tier would be HackerBot APK. Then like Game Guardian would be extremely safe, or also Cheat Engine I would deem to be extremely safe. Lucky Patcher for me personally, until I started researching this video, was kind of in almost that tier. Like I never installed it on any phone, but I never took any real precautions when using it. However, doing research on Lucky Patcher, I have slightly changed my mind, not so much. Do keep in mind, I'm not a security expert and my opinion really isn't worth that much. But what I noticed is when I try to visit the actual Lucky Patcher website, which is linked in Lucky Patcher itself, there's some really concerning ads there. Like stuff that wants you to allow notifications. It's basically kind of adware-ish. They'll send you notifications all day. They pretend that you need to enable it to enter the website. I understand why it's happening, okay? It's really difficult to monetize stuff like Lucky Patcher because it's almost kind of piracy, but not really. So it's extremely difficult to make money with that kind of software unless they like release a pro version, and then also having ads in the app wouldn't really work because it's an app to patch out ads from other apps. So I understand potentially why they are deciding to do this, but it's not a very good look if you're trying to appear to be an extremely safe to use app. So for me at this point, my personal opinion, I also, of course, you have all the, I uploaded Lucky Patcher to antivirus scans, and I know that in case of game cheating apps, they very often throw false positives and it kind of looks, you know, it's mixed. Like some of them say it's not safe, a lot of them say it's safe. Like most of them say it's safe, they don't detect anything, but then there's outliers that say it's not safe. That's just how it works with most of these aggregated antivirus scans, which are the ones that I actually recommend you use. The ones that use multiple engines. As you can see, they use multiple engines to scan your file. Here we had 17 of 65 detected some kind of malware or unwanted software. So the virus scans are mixed. Here it's like 6 of 46. That's a meh kind of result. If we look at the reviews that the website gets, it's not very conclusive either. Like they've been deleted from, for example, Trustpilot. Scam Advisor is really not very useful, and there's like 1 vote there. So it's inconclusive on that front as well. The website itself, definitely some very shady ads when you actually try to visit the website, that's for sure. So overall, my TLDR, at least for the moment, on Lucky Patcher is it absolutely works. Do try to download it from a legitimate source. There are absolutely a lot of fakes out there. As with any of these game cheating apps, if you cannot actually download it on the App Store, you never know if you're actually downloading the legitimate version, which kind of sucks. There also is a Lucky Patcher forum that looks pretty legit. They allow people to actually submit their own custom patches and stuff, and it seems all very above board, and that part of the website is absolutely okay. The shady ads on the main site are like, why? So I guess TLDR, the app absolutely works. It hasn't ever made any problems for me when it comes to malware. It is detected by a lot of engines, but those could just be false positives. The website is absolutely shady. Do not visit it if at all possible. Download it at the link in description instead, because you don't want to deal with ads from extremely shady providers. That's really the biggest security risk there, because a lot of these shady ad providers, sometimes, you know, malware gets through, and so you might not even get malware from the website, but from the shady ads that the website is running. So be very careful with that. I would recommend always using an emulator, never using Lucky Patcher on any phone that you actually do to use your e-banking and stuff. I mean, it's just essentially the people that made the app, Kelpus is what they're calling themselves. We don't know who they are. We don't know where they live. We don't know anything about them. Just do keep in mind that the people that made the app are absolutely anonymous. So if anything happens, who are you gonna call? So I would say it's a safe app to use. Just use it on an emulator or on a phone that you don't care about, on a Google account that you don't care about, on a throwaway account. I always recommend using either a dedicated phone or an emulator, links in description as always, to run all your game cheating ventures, let's say, on a dedicated account. Never use that kind of stuff on your main account wherever possible, or at least try it on your secondary account, and then once it absolutely works, move it to your main account. On a main device where I do my banking and stuff, I would never use any of these apps, with of course, the exception of HackerBot APK, because, well, I programmed it. It's a 100% safe. That's the only one I would consider for that. But even stuff like Game Guardian, I'm like a little bit wary. But I guess that would be one where I might consider, but then I don't really use my main phone for gaming. So anyways, that's my opinion. Of course, my opinion counts for not very much. Please let me know yours down in the comments below. Please vote in the poll. Let's just refresh. So 27 votes at the moment. 41% of you say it's safe to use. 26% are saying no, it's not safe to use, and 33% don't know. Let's get some more votes in there. Comment down below to give us more data on whether Lucky Patcher is safe or not. If you have any experience from the past, from the present, or even from the future. My final judgment on Lucky Patcher would be, yes, it's safe, but do check out on how to stay safe while game jacking guide. It's down in the description below as well. There's all the stuff, how to do reputation research on the websites that you're using, including the websites of the tools that you're using, then the download, the site reputation, the reputation of the user that uploads any kind of patch or app or mod, and of course all the other guides on how to use antivirus scanning tools. and so on to stay safe. And of course also emulators, very key as well in order to stay safe, especially on Android, especially if you're using a rooted device. Also keep in mind, once your device is rooted, a virus can pretty much do anything it wants once you give it root access. So be very, very wary of that. As well, when you're downloading any kind of Lucky Patcher app, make sure it's the legitimate one. Links in description below as always. Also, of course, if you use Lucky Patcher on an online game, you will pretty much get banned immediately. So do check out that guide. And again, as Lucky Patcher doesn't really work on online games, if you're trying to cheat in an online game, just go for game hacks in Google or your local search engine. Go to hackerbad.net, go to get hacks, go to our hack finder tool, enter the name of your game, such as Free Fire, enter what kind of cheat you're looking for example, a mod APK, the version of your game to get the most updated apps out there, and download legitimate modded APKs, bots, scripts, and other advanced cheating tools from the best providers out there on the internet. No scams, no fakes, no malware. Thanks you guys for watching. I hope you've learned something. Of course, there is no yes or no answer. There's only different shades of gray when it comes to security online. The shortest answer I can give is use it if you have no vital information on your phone about yourself or about your money. Next up, a video about online game cheating. A lot of you guys want that. So subscribe for that, like the video, and comment down below if you think Lucky Patcher is safe. See you guys later. Game Jacker out!